Hello lovely people, if you're wondering how to make tomato puree, let me show you in this video how to make it step by step. When making tomato puree, choose dense tomatoes such as plum tomatoes and avoid watery varieties such as heirlooms. Recommendation for tomato purees are plum or Roma tomatoes. The truth is that you can puree any tomato you like. Begin by gathering all your supplies. You need the tomatoes you plan to puree, a pot or a deep saucepan, and a blender. Ensure you rinse your tomatoes under running water just to remove any dirt or debris. You can peel the tomatoes if you wish, but it is not necessary. Chop your tomatoes into large chunks. Don't worry about the size, just chop it and add it in the pan. Alternatively, you can blend them before adding it in the pan. This method will release excess liquid. Do remember, tomatoes are made up of about 95% water. Once you add your chopped tomatoes in your pot or saucepan, bring to boil. You really don't need to add any water. Don't forget to cook on medium. The aim for cooking the tomatoes is just to break them down. Now let's remove the tomatoes from the heat. You can either let it cool down for 10 to 15 minutes or just strain the sauce or liquid from the tomato. With tomato puree, you definitely need a very strong blender, as the final product should be thin and smooth. At this stage, I'm avoiding using multiple bowls or dirtying the bowls. So I'm just utilizing the pan again, and then I would add the pan back in the bowl. Now let's blend our tomatoes. Just remember, you can strain the sauce to remove any seeds and leftover skin. However, in this method, I only strain the water out. The seeds are all blended. As you can see, it's not fully blended, so which means that I would once the liquid decreases, I'm going to blend it again. The tomato did not blend well because there was too much liquid. Ensure you stir rigorously. Occasionally you just have to keep on stirring just to avoid tomato burning. The liquid has dehydrated. Now I'm blending the second time. When making your tomato puree, you don't really need to worry about removing the seeds. If probably you're making a soup or sauce, the seeds will actually add extra texture or dimension to the dish. That is if you blend well, and you won't have to worry about them getting stuck in your teeth. However, if you are making different dishes like salad or omelette, the story might differ. Just bear in mind, there are many people who do not like to blend the seeds along with the tomato. For your own learning, tomato seeds are a rich source of vitamin C. I feel the tomato puree is less appealing to my eye, so I add beetroot, 2 teaspoons fresh beetroot, and that enhances the color. Please make sure you don't add too much beetroot. Just 2 teaspoons is okay, depending on the quantity. We just want to keep the color vibrant. Keep the remaining beetroot for other purposes. Like if your tomato looks a little thin, put it back on the fire and let it reduce a bit. Your tomato should be smooth and not thin. To avoid mold growing on your tomato, pour a little bit olive oil on top, or while cooking before taking it off the fire. The puree will remain fresh. Once your tomato puree is completely dehydrated and cool down, you need to store it. For longer storage, consider freezing the puree. You can use any airtight or freezer safe container. you like, or zip top freezer bags allow the flat storage.